Hey guys, here we are in beautiful Wappingers Falls, New York. As you can see, I'm here in this beautiful park. There's our flag behind me. As you can see it, I will try to slowly turn around. There you go. Beautiful. Stand up. Pay respect. That's what it's about, guys. That's really what it's all about. I ran into about 12 people today in Wappingers Falls, New York, at a Wells Fargo bank. Just want you to know I am real. My name is Ray Quintel, and I am running for President of the United States. I want you guys to see me like this because I want you to see that I'm your average person. There's nothing special about me. There's no superpowers. No. This is it. This is what you get. You get what you get. I am what I am. Popeye said. But what I do know what I am is a lover of this country. I love the American people. It doesn't matter where you come from. When you get here and you do your part and you participate and you care about this country and you try to do good things, you got me. I'm there for you. Protest has been going on lately. I understand. I get the frustration. I see it. I know this is not right. We all know it's not right. But what can we do about it? Let's stop the finger pointing. Let's stop the blame game. Let's get to the root of it. Where is it? What is it coming from? How long has it been? Why is there so much anger? Why do the police feel that they have to use so much force on somebody so that way they can take them down? It's not necessary to put a knee on a throat. Not necessary. It's for you guys. Pretty sure you guys probably laid a taser on him one point then. Or better yet, when you put him down, you could have let him breathe. That's all he was asking for, was just a breath of fresh air. If the man said he had COVID-19, would you jumped off of him? If he knew he had it, or better yet, maybe he did know he had it. We'll never know. I don't think he did. Matter of fact, I think that we failed on the biggest level to remember that we're all human beings, that we care for each other, brother and sister, one alike. As Americans, we believe in the ability to have equality. That has no time frame, no expiration date on it. That should be for everyone. I don't have to repeat it. We know it. I want people to become happy again. It's one of the most hardest things we're gonna have to do. How can you find happiness right now? Most of us are angry at each other. Most of us are angry at our politicians. You know what? I'm running for president. I'm gonna get people pissed off at me. I understand. I'm not gonna make every single person happy. I'm gonna try, but I know I'm gonna step on a few toes. What I really want to see is us get back to the roots of what things should be. The structure of a family in the United States is really diminished tragically. Kids are left at home, mom and dads go off to work. Fatalities sometimes kick in. Kids get put into a system. Mom and dad go to jail. Wow. Broke up another family. Mom and dad get hooked on drugs. Kids see that. They get hooked on drugs. Family tragedy. Dad comes home drunk because he's upset he's got to work 3 jobs. Wife's at home. Dinner was cold. She catches a shot from him. Children see it. One day down the road, young boy turns into a man, does it to his girlfriend or his wife. Family tragedy. This is what we're dealing with in today's society. It's not just about these things of racism. It's about brutality on many different levels. We are an angry society. We're angry because we're stuck inside with cabin fever from COVID-19, which our politicians should have done something about way before the thing got as bad as it did. I can blame the finger, point the finger, blame this country, blame that person, this scientist. You can go up and down the line. But I'm not. What I want is results. Just like you, the rest of the American people in this country, don't give me an excuse. Show me what you can do. Fix it. I'm not paying my taxpayer money to sit there and watch you willy-gag on this here. Yes, I did create a new phrase, willy-gag. Because that's all I'm hearing out of you guys. Gag, 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 gag. That's all I'm hearing. Every single politician. You're all sitting there with your fingers up in the air and you're pointing them at the right, the left, the Democrats, the Republicans, the Independents, the Liberals, the Factionists, this, that. Look, you know, KKK, the racist people in the world, the angry black people in the world that are trying to make a difference because you don't understand them. You know what? We've got issues. Let's get to the root of it instead of sitting there and you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. We could do that all day. Matter of fact, we could do that for decades or 100 years or so. We're at the point right now, one more major blow off and it's done. There's no coming back. I'm asking you to vote for me because we're tired of them telling us that this is okay. It's not okay. You either fix it or I'm gonna fix it. Or somebody else that's like me, that's got pull like me, is gonna step up and run. And if they run and I see they got a better chance than me, I'll support them. But for right now, you guys are failing. President Trump, you disappoint me. You break my heart, man. You really do. I thought you were better than this. Joe Biden, really, come on, man. Get a grip. Step aside, let somebody else take that shot. Democratic Party, are you serious? Think that you really gonna, this is your best shot? I'm not knocking Joe, but really, come on. Get a grip. I shouldn't have to get this angry at what's happening in our society right now. Our elderly people aren't being treated correctly. Matter of fact, they're being forgotten. If it was up to our politicians, you stick them somewhere and forget about them, because they're 80% of our health care bills that get stuck after they die in some hospital somewhere or some hospice. Then the family incurs that bill. It gets put onto the house. A lien gets put on. Somebody loses their house. Is it right? No. Do we hear about it? Probably not. Because nobody's got a knee on a grandma and grandpa's throat. Let me tell you something. The other problem we have right now, we keep thinking that you build a wall around the world, around the country, around a sector, and all of a sudden you think you're shutting people out. Doesn't work. Got news for you guys. The global internet is a fantastic thing. Matter of fact, I think I can run my campaign on $0. I don't want your money. You keep your money. You save your money for what you need, because all you got was $1,200 from the government. All right? I don't want your money. Keep it. All I want is your vote, so I could turn around and show you there's a way to do this without these guys still doing what they've done for years and years and years and years and years. That is make fake promises, go on a party, spree across the nation with their cronies, and have all these parties. Yes, it creates jobs in hotels, and people make money off of it. That's fantastic. But right now with the COVID-19 era, you can't even do that. So the money's going to them, but where is it going? Who's it going to? Is it going to their buddies? Pharmaceutical companies, maybe. Ooh, wow, maybe the guys that are coming up with the needles they're going to put in your arm to say, oh, this is going to take care of COVID-19 for 2021. Am I giving you food for thought here? Better yet, wonder what's happening with that money. Are they going to give it back to you? Oh, hey, President Trump, you don't need that money to run for campaign this year. You did it literally from the White House. Yeah, you went around a couple of places, but how much? Really? Let's break it down. I'll break my bank open. Let's see yours, bud. I got nothing to hide. Same thing goes for you, Joe. I'm not letting you off the hook either. All right? You think you're this sweet, innocent guy. Joe, you got issues. All right? And for the party to actually put a blind eye to these things, shame. Shame. I'm not knocking that you did 8 years of service for us. Great, thank you so much, but you should have learned something. You had a great president in front of you. You should have picked some stuff up. You shouldn't be riding the coattails off of somebody else's success. All right, because that's really what it's coming down to. And Michelle, if you're out there listening to this, I'm sorry I bashed Joe. I really respect your husband very much. President Obama, great guy. Not everything was correct. Great guy. But if you're out there and you're available, I'd like you to be my running mate. I want this to be an equal party. You and me do it together. We stand up against these guys and we show them we don't have no fear. We're no sheep. I don't go bad. I know you don't go bad either. No sheep here. Independent party running down the line. Bringing both parties together. It'll be the most incredible story of the century. Political story like this will go down in history. Nobody will ever see this ever again. A former first lady as a running mate as a vice president, I would be honored. Matter of fact, I love the ideas of you that you have. The fact that you do what you say, you stay to your word, that's number one. Number two, you're very, very even-minded. I know I can work with you. I know we can do great things. And number three, it'll show women you broke another ceiling. You did it. You're one step away. I hope to God you do the next turnaround and she takes my spot 4 years from now. I don't want this job. I really don't want it. But I'm probably going to have to do it because nobody else is stepping up. Nobody's stepping up to do the right thing. I'm a nobody. And you know what? They're going to be afraid of me by the time this thing is over. Yeah, you're going to try to throw mud at me. Go ahead, bring it. Bring it. If you want to waste taxpayers' money, if you want to waste the endorsement money, go right ahead. I have nothing to hide. Matter of fact, I have $0 behind me. Nobody's lining my pocket. I can find people to line my pocket. I won't. I don't want your money. Keep your money. I'll find ways to pay for my campaign. I'll find ways. Matter of fact, I'll use the money from my guitars for my company to pay for my campaign so that you say nothing to me. I don't want to hear your words going, oh, he's trying to promote his guitars. I was doing things with my guitars before you pissed me off. And that's exactly what you guys did. Politicians failed our country, failed our beloved people of this country. You failed the world. And now you're sitting there, you're backpedaling and saying, oh, we're going to play the blame game again. Great for you. Good job. But you know what? Willie gag. That's all I'm hearing. Gag, 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 gag. Step up or step off. Do me a favor. If you can't do your job, quit. Let somebody else take it that's going to really care about your job. You're an elected official. Do your damn job. Don't make me have to get on a soapbox and call you out. Because I will. And I've got all the political channels. They're going to love this and eat this up. This is going to be ice cream, whipped cream, and a cherry on top. America needs to get back to the way it was before you guys screwed it up. We need to get back to the ideologies of family, structure, and making sure people count. Give me the chance to do that, and I'll show you it can be done. You don't have to throw lots and lots of money at this stuff. People really are good at heart. They want to contribute. They want to participate. You can speak to so many different bishops in so many different sectors, and they'll speak the same truth. Everybody wants happiness. They want to be happy, the pursuit of happiness. Equality should have already been given, and it should be a foundation of what we stand on. We should stand on equal opportunity, equal rights, equal beliefs to being an American. Nobody should tell you should be having a fear being any kind of whatever you believe in. If you're gay and you believe in that, so be it. That is your neighbor's right. If you want to go to church, church shouldn't have to tell you you can go to this church and that church. You know what? If you believe that strong in that faith, sit at home, pray. The church needs you when they need you. It's funny. Money's not being given to them, but when they really need it, they want you there. Don't get me wrong. I am a devout Catholic. I believe in so many denominations. I've been to a lot of churches. I believe in a lot of different faiths. Therefore, it makes me a very unusual person. I don't sector anybody out. I believe in what the Seventh-day Adventists do. I believe what the Presbyterians do. You can say, how can you possibly be all these different things? I believe because I believe in people should have a right to choose. And the country shouldn't have to say, you do this or you do this, or don't do this and you get this. Shouldn't have to be labeled. No more labeling, all right? I have one label I want you to carry as an American citizen. Be happy. That's what I want you to be. I want you to put a label on you with an American flag on you. I want to see people wearing American flags again. Show pride in your country again. But underneath it, I want you to have a little thing, something saying happy. And happy for what you are. Show me what you're happy for. I want to see it. I want to show the support for you. I can't go picking people out because that's what you believe in. As long as you're not trying to enforce your belief on somebody else and trying to hurt them or kill them, okay. If you're doing it in a peaceful demonstration, okay. But the second you start looting and you start maiming people and you start deliberately going out to hurt people for things that are just not right, let it go. Let's come to a solution. Let's figure this out. I love this country. I love my people. And you can say, how are you my people? How am I your people? You live here. I live here too. You're my neighbor. I got to look out for you. Because if your house is on fire, I need to put it out. Not because my house is next door, but because I can't look at you laying out there on the ground with no home. It'll break my heart. And even if your house goes to the ground, I'm going to help you rebuild it. Because that's the kind of person I am. And I'm asking fellow Americans to do the same. Let's stop the anger. Let's stop the fighting. Let's rebuild it. Find a way to support your brothers and sisters no matter what they are. Step up to them. Say, I'm sorry. This happened. You don't have to go into detail of what happened, or how you feel, or how angry you are. Start it off by saying, I'm sorry. Or better yet, say, thank you. It's nice to know you. Nice to meet you. What's your name? People don't know each other anymore. Like I said, and I started this off, I was in the Wells Fargo Bank in Wappingers Falls, New York, in a parking lot. And out of 12 people, I think I pissed off 10 people. Just because I asked a simple question. How do you feel about your politician? Must have hit a good chord there. Because not only did I make them mad at them, I made them mad at me too. Thanks, Trump. Thanks, Joe. Thanks, senators. Thanks, mayors. Thanks, governors. You guys, come on, step up. Step up. It's time to stop pointing fingers and blaming. all right? We're in a COVID-19 era. I don't always agree with Governor Cuomo, but he's got a plan set in place. He's got a reason why he's doing it. It seems to work. Trust him on this. We might have a little setback here because of the protesting. Trust him that it's going to take a few more weeks. The numbers will go down. We'll start to mingle back together on a safe level. Listen, guys, devaluing or taking money away from our police force in the United States is not the answer. Debudgeting. You really want to know where it's going, guys? I'm going to call it out, and then you're going to start calling your politicians, and they're going to say, no, he's wrong. But you know what? Give it 3 months. When you start seeing your local people that work in certain offices and they're sitting at home collecting an unemployment check, you're going to wonder why Ray was saying this. They're cutting back. They never expected COVID-19 to last this long, for it to be that much of an impact on unemployment, that many people would have to survive off of unemployment. Now you have people going back to work. Some people are double dipping because they're getting a check and they're working. Now, is it wrong? Probably. But tell me something. How can you go back to work when you were getting $600 to stay home from work, but you go back to work, they're not giving you full time, and you were making $250 after tax? Tell me that's not messed up. Tell me there's something not right with this picture. So you want to tell me you're going to threaten them through their employer, if you don't go back to work, you're terminated, you don't get an unemployment check. Great job. Now you just created not just a person who was on unemployment who's now jobless. Now you created an issue where there's another number notch on the unemployment rate, but now you created possibility of a homeless person. Are you guys thinking about this when you're thinking this or laying it out? Is it a threat? Because you're making threats. All they're doing is just creating a domino effect of what's going to create more and more chaos. And then you wonder why the next thing that goes off, it's a done wrap. I don't want to see it happen. I'm not calling for people to do that. Trust me, I am not condoning people going out and rioting. It is not a necessity to do. In your head, logically, you think it is correct. And you're that angry. In your head, at that moment, you think it's right. All it's doing is creating more of an issue that we deal with globally, not even economically, on a lower level. It hits every single person in the world. Let me explain something to you about Rough Boy Guitars. I get my parts from 4 different locations. Some parts come from China. I'm not proud about it because I can't get my parts from the United States. One, the parts come in, it takes me 3 months to get them. About the same time, but I pay half the price from